In the first moments after the explosion in Esparto, a man who lived nearby sprang into action toward the falling flames and live fireworks in his water truck, just hoping to help out.
I know that somebody who's going through a situation like that and screams or they're at the top of their lungs, you're going to hear it.
Your reporter Madison Keevy continuing our coverage on the Esparto fireworks facility explosion there since the start with this harrowing story. Madison.
Marley, he was in the right place at the right time with the right equipment. When this chaos broke out and water and power was shut off in this area, he had the right truck loaded with water, and he said instead of thinking of himself, he just wanted to help his community. From the driver's seat of his water truck, Alberto Vega was on the front line of chaos and devastation he couldn't have imagined.
It just looked like little fireballs coming down to the ground, and next thing you know, there's a fire popping up right here, a fire popping up over there.
He started filming in disbelief, spraying water on fires moving quickly through farmland and brush.
It happened so fast. The flames were just, they seemed like they were 9-10 feet tall.
One fire out, then another would start, forcing a fill-up down the road at the community pool. Another few thousand gallons, and he'd start again, the heat growing more intense.
There's no time for something like that. There's no time to really waste. And so I felt that it was right place at the right time, and I did what I could.
The fire was coming up behind him. He rolled down his window and said a prayer. And in the silence,
I heard screams. I know, and with as crazy as it sounds, with the explosions going off and whatnot, I know that I heard yelling, and just not being able to see people, not be able to get to them, that's where it weighs on me so much.
He says he didn't even know the fireworks facility was there before this day, and hasn't been able to forget what he heard.
It made my stomach sink to like the bottom of my feet. I know that somebody who's going through a situation like that and screams or they're at the top of their lungs, you're gonna hear it.
Shaken but focused, he emptied the tank and got out of there, thinking not of his safety, but the people he heard screaming.
There's somebody's pride and joy in there. There's somebody's, relatives in there. There's somebody's husband in there probably.
That last soundbite you heard there sums up why he wanted to share his story and share those videos too. He says because he wants the community, not just here in Esparto, but anywhere that's hearing about this story, to focus back on those impacts to the families and those 7 missing people that we are still waiting on more information about here, even tonight, Tony and Marley.
Wow, Madison, that's just chilling. And you know that those sounds will haunt him.
No doubt. Yeah, just hearing about it.
Oh, awful. All right, Madison, thank you for that live report.